G'day YPAD, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. I'm at Sydney Domestic Terminal 3. I just got off that plane, Qantas A330 from Brisbane, and now I'm connecting onwards with Qantas again, but on a 737 to Adelaide. So I've checked in already, bags checked all the way through to Adelaide, so I just got off, now I'm going to head straight to the lounge. So Qantas has two lounges here in the domestic terminal. One of them is the Qantas Club, which is the one we're going to use, accessible with my Qantas Gold status or YPAD Sapphire. The Qantas Business Class Lounge is only for those who are flying in business class or with a One World Emerald status. The moment you enter the Qantas Club Lounge, it feels like a food court, but a fancier one. You can walk down further left or right and it will be cozier and not as many people. I particularly like this side of the lounge with leather chairs, a wooden floor. It makes this space feel a bit more comfortable. We're now in the buffet section. The food on offer today is shown on the menu. Nothing too fancy here, mostly cold food, including make your own toasty, and some snacks you would get on the plane as well. The only hot food that they brought out later was potato. It was really delicious with the sour cream. So let me show you my breakfast in the Sydney lounge. So I got red lentil soup, chai latte, soy crisp, crackers, BBQ rice wheels. I don't know why, but everything, including the bowl, is disposable. The only thing that's an exception is the cutlery. The Qantas logo is missing on the tissue as well. A very simple breakfast with a view. I'm craving for another chai latte, so I went back to the barista, and this time I ordered an iced chai latte with skim milk. If you want a simple coffee or tea, you can do it yourself here. Anyway, here's my chai latte in a bio cup, looking very good. It's now past 12 PM, alcohol is available, you can pour yourself a glass of wine. The barista told me that she actually never made an iced chai before, but she totally nailed it, it was really good. That white kangaroo over there was the A330 that brought us from Brisbane earlier this morning. Victor Hotel, Echo Bravo, Quebec. And in 3 days time, I'm going to fly that aircraft to New Delhi. Hi there, welcome to the Qantas Sydney Club Lounge, our room tour here. So, compared to Brisbane, this is a bit more dated. But it's still practical, got everything you need, like cook. And the shower in there, you got the 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, shower gel. You got this old school hair dryer. If you need to charge your phone, you can unplug this. We just left the lounge and our boarding gate is pretty much right opposite the lounge, but I decided to walk around the terminal because I need some exercise. Our flight today to Adelaide is Qantas flight QF741. It's operated by a 20-year-old Qantas Boeing 737-800 Victor Hotel Victor X-Ray Golf. It was one of the few 737 that was going to go to American Airlines, but they didn't take the order, so it went to Qantas instead.
Hello everyone, QantasLink is paging Miss Karen McDonald, travelling to Tamworth on QantasLink flight 2006. Please proceed without delay to gate number 1C as your flight is closed and await departure.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Hello, thank you.
Hi, morning.
Thank you, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome on board Qantas 737-800. This is the older aircraft without TV. Today we're sitting at 30A at the very back of the bus. Today I deliberately picked 30 because the flight is quite full, and the further back you go, the more chance you get a spare seat. Whilst the flight is still boarding, I'll quickly go through the seat features. So every seat comes with a cute little hook. You've got no TV here, but rather you get a tablet holder. Here's your tray table. It can be moved back and forth, but you can't fold it. A very standard seat pocket down here. Legroom is 30 inches. It's okay for a short 1 hour and 30 flight to Adelaide. 2 USB ports between every 2 seats. And one thing I like about Qantas mainline aircraft, every seat comes with a headrest. This one is a little bit tricky to do with just one hand.
Captain Jeffrey Takeoff. We'd like to welcome on board our Qantas, Emirates and One World frequent flyers, along with our Qantas Business Rewards members on its flight to Adelaide. Please place all your larger bags into the overhead lockers, smaller bags under the seat in front of you, and handheld devices in the seat pocket. If you're seated in an exit row, please place all baggage in the overhead lockers. If you're unable to stow your bags, please bring them forward so they can be checked in. Make sure you're in your allocated seat with your seatbelt firmly fastened, your seat back upright, your tray tables and footrests are stowed.
Your journey a safe one, as we take a journey through 100 years of innovation and Australian spirit.
This here's a Nubro 504 bikeplane, made from timber and canvas. You'll find on a Qantas Boeing 737. Sounds a bit flasher than this old girl.
If you're seated behind a bulkhead, or you can't reach the seat in front, lean as far forward as you can and hold on to your lower legs.
Welcome.
I don't really see this often on Qantas, but people on this flight are really using the tablet holder. My next mission is to try to find someone who actually uses the coat hook. Hello, welcome to Qantas 737 economy class lavatory. Ridiculously tiny, and it's been quite a few flights since I've taken a 737, so wow, this is quite a shocker, but the mood lighting is nice. You've got two coat hooks here. The mirror looks clean and nice. Leg room. it's okay, but the standing space really limited. The basin as well, very tiny. So I went to the lavatory basically when the captain switched off the fasten seatbelt sign, and then the cabin crew started the meal service when I went back to my seat. It'll take a while for them to reach my roll 30, so I'm just going to show you your in-flight entertainment. Magazines are back on all Qantas aircraft. There's obviously no TV, but you can connect to the Wi-Fi on board and have free unlimited fast internet. I'm just watching Callum's Finnair A330 business class video. He's also got his own blog, so do check it out. I'll have his website link in the description down below. Anyway, the Wi-Fi is really good, like when you drag along, it loads pretty much right away in high resolution. This is an early afternoon flight, so only refreshment and non-alcoholic drinks are made available. For shorter domestic flights like this one, alcohol is only available if the departure is after 4 PM. Our departure was just after 3. I want a ginger beer for my drink, but unfortunately they don't have any in stock in the trolley. So just a tiny bottle of water and cheese and crackers for your refreshment. Now I didn't really mind just having a bottle of water with my cheese and crackers, but I thought it would be nice for the cabin crew to at least offer a substitute when my first choice of beverage wasn't made available. None of the cabin crew offered us a second drink either. Here's the cheese and crackers. There's exactly 1 slice of cheese per biscuit. I actually knew they weren't going to offer much on this flight, so I'm so glad I stole this mandarin from the Sydney Qantas Club.
Touching down at 12 minutes past 5. It's much shortly thereafter we're on schedule. With a forecast for our arrival, nearly 21 degrees, a westerly breeze, hot conditions. On behalf of Captain Jeffrey Pezolt and the crew pleasure to have you aboard. Do trust you enjoyed your flight with us, and look forward to seeing you next year's flight with us.
For disposal or dispose of these items in the quarantine bin at the terminal. Please be aware restrictions are currently in place on moving some fruit and vegetables within South Australia due to the fruit fly outbreaks. Find out what you need to do. You can visit fruitfly.sa.gov.au.
So the fruit fly outbreak in South Australia was quite an annoying thing for me during COVID because I live in one of the affected suburbs. But fortunately the outbreak has officially ended in the Adelaide metropolitan area. However, it's still a thing in the Riverland area. Anyway, that's it for the fruit fly outbreak. No more outbreak, please. We're just about to descend into Adelaide Airport, so let's quickly conclude this short trip report with Qantas 737 right here, right now. This is just a very regular, uneventful Qantas domestic flight. With my Qantas Gold status, I was able to use the Qantas Club Lounge at Sydney Airport. It's pretty nice. Food is a bit limited, but it's okay. You can take a shower if you want. The chai latte is amazing. The tarmac view is also pretty good. It was really weird though how everything they used was compostable, like the plates and the cups. For a second I thought I was in an American Airlines lounge. Once on board the aircraft I got to my seat 30A. It's an older 737, so no TV and no mood lighting, but that's okay, it's just a short flight. And at least they've got free unlimited Wi-Fi with internet access, so the time flew by really quick. The refreshment meal was boring, the cheese and crackers tasted like cheese and crackers. Coffee, tea, soft drinks and juice were available. The cabin crew on our flight today were friendly and nice, but they disappeared right after the meal service. No more second drinks or snacks or any leftover. So that's it for the conclusion today. If you were to book Qantas, Sydney to Adelaide direct non-stop in economy class, you're looking to pay around $209. That's the current offer they got. So thank you so much for watching today's trip report, a very short and sharp one. I hope you enjoyed it regardless, and after disembarking I'll show you a Q&A instead of a vlog. So please do stay around. If you're new to my channel, I upload a new trip report every Thursday, 12 PM Hong Kong time, and a hotel video every Monday. So be sure to click that subscribe and bell button so when I upload, you'll get notified right away and you're not missing out. You can also keep up to date with me on my social media platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, BeReal and Facebook. If you want to go further and help me with funding my flights, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal me. Patreon is a subscription and it charges your account every month or every year. PayPal you can do it anytime you want, any amount as well. So thanks again my lovely people. Stay around for the Q&A. Bye.
like to pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. The local time in Adelaide is 5:15 p.m. As the seatbelt sign is still on, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted while disembarking or throughout the terminal. Just a reminder that carry-on baggage may have moved in the overhead lockers and could fall out, so please take care. Don't forget to check your seat and your seat pocket for any personal items. You must continue to wear your face mask as you exit the aircraft and in the terminal building. Please take all leftover masks and wipes with you and dispose of them in the general waste bin. Once the seatbelt sign is off where possible, please maintain appropriate distance between yourself and other customers as you disembark. We have been advised that we will be using stairs at the rear of the aircraft for disembarkation and air bridge at the forward door. For safety reasons, make sure you hold the handrail as you go down the stairs to avoid tripping. Please use the designated walkways to proceed to the terminal, and you must refrain from using your electronic devices until you are inside. If you have any concerns, please use the forward door. If you can reach your mobile phone, you can turn it off flight mode now. On behalf of all of us here at Qantas and One World, thank you for choosing to fly with us. If you are visiting Adelaide, we hope you enjoy your stay. And of course, for those returning, welcome home.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hello there, welcome back to another Q&A. I've still got some old questions from like March to answer. I'm going to try go through all of them, and then within the next few weeks I'll ask for new questions on my story, so do keep an eye on that. Question 1. What are you going to do now that you've finished uni? Just travel, really. Travel until I get sick of it. Question 2. Do you have plans to review Air New Zealand? I did that last year from Queenstown to Sydney, but I would love to go back to New Zealand again. It's a beautiful country and I want to go skiing and of course fly Air New Zealand. Domestic flights there are quite cheap compared to Australia. Would you like to try Finnair new business class? Absolutely, they look amazing to me. Like, I heard that you can't recline the seat, but I don't think that's really a important factor to me, because like I like just sitting and chilling on the bed, and you can't recline it, can you? Any plans to visit the Maldives? Yeah, no, not at the moment, but do I want to? Yes. One of my best friends and my sister, they really want to go, so a great excuse to go when they can arrange a time. But the problem is they live in Hong Kong, so it's a bit tricky. How many airline status do you hold? At the moment, I hold Qantas and Virgin Australia Gold. Do you like Malaysia? Absolutely, I'm in Malaysia right now. That's the view from my hotel room, the KL Tower, and the second tallest building in the world right there. Okay, next question. Will you ever fly to Norway? I actually just went there a couple of weeks or months ago through Oslo Airport on the way back to Australia. I liked it very much. It felt like IKEA there. That being said, I do want to pay a visit to Norway soon. I like seafood. Are you visiting the Philippines soon? Unfortunately, no plans yet. It's another country that I go with my family in Hong Kong, and they can't travel right now. But I am going to Manila Airport in a few days' time, just for transit, 5 hour to Sydney. Are you planning to fly to New Zealand in Q Suites? Absolutely. If you buy me a ticket, I'll go with you. Qatar Airways, they do that Fifth Freedom flight between Adelaide and Auckland. So it's a flight from Doha to Adelaide to Auckland. So it's only like 4 or 5 hour flights. So it's one of the more affordable Q Suite trip to do. When is your graduation ceremony? September this year. When are you coming to Tokyo? The moment they drop that restriction, like tourists have to wear a mask and like you have to be in a tour group, I'll go right away. Any advice to first time travelers getting into the US? I guess just be prepared that the food portion there is really, really big. When you go through, you know, immigration and custom, just be honest. They seem mean to you, but, you know, they just want to catch, you know, bad people, that's why. And just enjoy. American people are really friendly. When will Hong Kong abandon COVID-0 and rejoin the rest of the world? Oh, don't ask me. Ask the new chief, John Lee. I'm going there in October. I have to quarantine for 7 days, and I'm just hoping before I go they're going to drop that quarantine mandate, or at least shorten it, because I'm going back with my mum in October. No idea how that's going to go. Like last year, December, I went with by myself for 2 weeks. So I was thinking, you would feel less lonely with somebody, but then I've also heard so many stories on the forums that people have gone mental with their family member during quarantine, so like, don't know. What was your worst experience in passport immigration? Legit, just last month at the JB and Singapore land border, so not at the airport. Oh, worst nightmare ever. So basically, I hold 2 passports, a Hong Kong Chinese passport and a UK citizen passport. Normally, I use my UK passport to travel because you get more visa-free countries. But for countries like Singapore, Malaysia, I use either of them, like whichever I grabbed it first from the bag, I'll use it. The thing is, going back to Singapore from JB, I used my Hong Kong passport. And the officer asked me, when was the last time you entered Singapore? I said, a couple hours ago, but with another passport. And just so many things happened after. They were like, oh, so why are you using this passport and not this passport? And why before you used this, not this? And then they dragged me to a room, detention. They got my fingerprints and stuff. And they were like, oh, when are you leaving Singapore? Show me your e-ticket again, yada yada. So stressful, but got in anyway with my Hong Kong passport, and afterwards I would just use my UK passport to enter. Safety precaution measures before going on a flight during COVID. You know, just your normal hygiene hygiene measures, like wash your hands. If you're stuck in your seat, you can't use the lavatory, maybe use like a, you know, antiseptic wipe. Just be clean, you know, and germ-free as possible. So that's it for the Q&A. And I hope you enjoyed this video and the Q&A. And again, I'll ask for new questions on my Insta stories very soon. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.